Hello everyone! Welcome to Badass ABCs for Adults by Happiness Homemade for You. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel and for liking us on Facebook. This is lesson number 1. Get ready to learn the letters of the alphabet. This is lesson J1, capital J, lowercase j. J is for Jamaica Glow. Jamaica Here we go with the lesson. We are on letter J. Let's find the letter J. And this is lesson 1. Let's see what the shape of the letter J is. Ooh, it looks quite like the last letter we were just working on. It looks like an I, but we're going to get to give it some attitude. Attitude over to the left. Okay, in fact, actually, there's going to be my dance clip, which I know you all thoroughly enjoy at the end of each video, and I had to flip the video. I had to learn how to flip the video in order to get this curve to go in that direction. So watch for it, because I know it's the most exciting part of your day. Let's see. There's our basics of the letter J. J. The sound that J makes is J. Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. Who remembers this toy? Or from Rudolph, the Charlie in the Box. Okay, what's our cocktail? Okay, I don't have a picture of it yet, so someone somewhere, maybe in a really nice restaurant, is going to make me a Jamaica Glow cocktail. Jamaica. What's it gonna have? Oh, some more gin. Ooh, check that out. We have had this sound before, right? Gin was the letter G, and it's the same sound for the letter J. Okay, so same sound, totally different letter. The J is not going to make the same short, the G sound, the G sound that G makes. So I think J will be a little bit easier than the letter G. Okay, oh, and some Jamaican rum. That's why it's going to be a Jamaica Glow. Jamaican rum. Okay, let's get this shape down. Let's look for those basic elements that's going to be in our font portion of this lesson. We're seeing that straight line and a curve. All right. Here in our tattoo style, it put that little line in the middle like we had on the on some countries when they do the letter I. Here's our lowercase j. This gonna be easy, y'all, because we already know this shape and we just get to add a little bit of fun. All right, here on the psychedelic style, fun, little curve over there to the left. Straight line with a hook. Here we've got that straight line with a swirly hook, and they gave it a topper. All right, okay, that makes sense. Here's our disco ball. It's got to have that hook. Must have the hook. Straight line and a hook. Straight line. It's got a hook. It's Art Deco, so they always give it that block even though there's a hook. Art Deco is straight lines. How to turn something with a hook into a straight line. That's how they did that. Oh, that's fun. They put a little topper on here for our Art Nouveau style. Now let's look at how you sign the letter J. Up until now, the way that we have signed a letter in the alphabet is just by holding, making a shape with our hand, and then holding our hand steady. J is one of the letters where you have to move. And what you do is you actually, this picture is kind of funky. You'll see in the video clip at the end, I'll do a letter J for you, because you're going to make your hand in the shape of the letter I, but you're going to move your pinky into the shape of a J. but you're not going to have your hand, you can have your hand on its side. So I mean, what can I say? It's a movement. This particular letter, when you're signing it, has to have a movement with it. You turn the I into a movement that hooks like the J. So be sure to watch the video. Those of you who are really getting into this sign language, watch the clip so you can see it in motion. And that's it. I'll be right back with the worksheets. All right, let's get to writing the letter J. Grab my markers. Here we go. All right, with me now from the top down, just like a letter I, but we're going to give it that hook to the left. Let's find that straight line and give it the hook to the left. This one has a topper, so we're going to add that. Let's start at the top and go down. Give it that hook to the left, give it a topper, and our lowercase j is right here. Top, down, and to the left. Start at the top, go down, whoopsie, a little bit slanted, but that's all right, and to the left. This one had that cute topper. Start at the top and go down and hook it to the left. All right, that's easy. See how these letters are getting easier now that we know? We've got down, I think, gosh, most of the basic shapes by now. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to sing it. Sing it with me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. We're almost halfway there, peoples. You guys are rocking and rolling. Okay, let's get the other worksheet of our fonts. Grab my markers while you check that out. One, home, green. Okay. All right, pretty basic. Start at the top and go down, hook it to the left. Start at the top, go down, hook it to the left. This one has a topper. We'll add it. Here is our disco ball, but we're going straight down and then hook to the left. We got that curvy action going on. Oh, I skipped one. You're right. Thank you. Start at the top and go down and hook it to the left. This one is our curvy one, so the whole thing is just curved, but it is still supposed to be a straight line, and hook it. And I think that's kind of a topper, huh? We'll give it that. Start at the top and go down, hook it to the left, and we'll give it the topper. All right, rocking and rolling. Let's move over to the Danielian print handwriting level 1 and level 2, and let's zoom it in and check out how easy this is gonna be. Let me grab my markers, and for me, I think the most difficult part is going to be getting that slant in there. Let's see. Okay. So now we can see it's one of those letters that has the full size, and then the letter J is a half size, but it's one of the fun ones that's going to go below the line. So remember on the worksheets where you have to go below the line to intersperse so that you can fit, you know, and not have to lose your second line when you fill up, you know, try to put like a space in between or something so that you can use up your second line for practice, or just print as many copies as you want. They're free on the Facebook page. Okay, here we go. We're going to start at the top and go down and give it that hook. Let's make sure we are not going down and then hooking all the way back up to the middle. Okay? It's not quite the proportion you're going for. It's just a little bit of pizzazz. Just a little pizzazz. Don't go overboard. Don't be arrogant. Don't be showing off to your friends. Just give it a little bit of pizzazz. All right? Same thing. It's actually the same shape, just starting in a different place, right? Because we need to start at this halfway point to show our reader that it is a lowercase version compared to the size of a capital. So we start at the halfway mark, go down into the deep unknown and give it just that little bit of pizzazz. And remember to give it a dot. Okay, remember how we did the dot on the letter I. We don't go all the way up here. We don't get too close so that you can't see that there's a dot. And I think, yeah, that's it. I and J are the only ones that are going to have this little dot on it. So we've got that system down. We already learned it with the letter I. Let's practice 2 runs and then we'll go see if the cursive version is any different. Start at the top. At a slant we go down, hit the bottom, and then a little bit of pizzazz. Hook it to the left. Lowercase, we're going to start halfway. Go down. Now we go into the deep. Give it a little bit of hook. Yeah, you're right. My hook was just a little bit big. But I'll practice and get better at it and give it that dot. Okay? Not a huge dot. No. Can I put a little heart? Yes. If you're sending a love letter to your wife who has a J in her, a lowercase j. Okay, other than that, stick to the dot, peoples. Come on. You already got to have some pizzazz here. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. One more time. Top. Go down. Give a little bit of hook. And I'm just going to do that just because I want it the right size. And for our lowercase j, we're starting at the middle. Go down. Give it that hook and a beautiful little dot. Okay. Yeah, my cursor does not behave like a marker. So cut me some slack, y'all. Okay, rocking and rolling. Let's check out, whoa, excuse me, pardon me. There we go. Let's hop over to our cursive and see what's going on. Now it's getting pretty easy here, so I'm getting nervous. Yes, our cursive is going to be a little bit different. Wow, and I'm just like having traumatizing memories hit me with the capital letter J. Check this out, check it out. I am remembering my teacher repeating to me. Let's see, let me get the right size marker. Okay, I got my marker. Okay, here we go. And hey, you guys you know, I never know. I never know if you guys are like, oh, Tatiana, quit your whining. I've got this letter down pat. You know, so forgive me, you know, if you are not having the problems that I had. But the capital letter J in cursive was difficult for me to get the proportion right because this is on the capital and the lowercase letters that we have to keep a circle in there. Now remember that below the bottom line, when we are going below the bottom line, we're not going so far that we've created another whole half of a letter. It's got to be kind of small but big enough to make a hole. But the top part of the capital J has a hole that is the entire height of an average capital letter. So my trick when I was learning how to write the letter J in cursive was to do a big loop on the top and then stop being so big and flamboyant on the bottom. I kept making it the same size, and for whatever reason that was tricky for me. So just give a warning because I can only give you advice on what I know. Other than that, I think the things that I've seen students struggle with was making the top too fat, a big round circle, and then just a stick at the bottom. Try and practice tracing this so that you keep it proportional. So we actually start at the bottom, and we're going to swing it to the left, hit the top, go all the way back down to the bottom of our line, and now we're going to give it another hook and come back around here, right? Because we're going to swing into our other letters in the alphabet, in our word. So let's try that again. or at least I feel like I have to try it again because it was a tricky one for me to learn. I'm going to start at the bottom line. No, don't laugh at me because it was easy for you and yours came out perfect. Come up to the top, come down to the bottom, and now we're going to give it this other hoop at the bottom. All right. Now the lowercase j is going to be very much like your lowercase I was, and that we already learned kind of how to move our hand with the lowercase e. We start at the bottom. We're going to come up just like we did with an I, with the letter I, get to the bottom and keep going. And come around and get ready for our next letter that we're going to move into. All right, now that we're going to freehand it, let's do two together and see if, let me see, did I fix that? Okay, pardon me, I had to double check. Then, let me see. I'm going to make, because I have to see, sorry, I have to click on that to see where the edge of my paper is. And you're not going to be able to see past here, but what I can see on my screen is a lot bigger. Pardon me. Okay, we're freehanding it now, so let's see how I do. And okay, you can gloat at home and say ha 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 to me, but don't post it on my YouTube because I have an ego too. Here we go. I'm going to start here on the bottom line, come back up to the top, and make sure that I have a nice, fairly nice big hole that I have saved. Come below, and yep. There we go. That's actually better than I thought I was going to do, at least. Okay, let's go for that lowercase j. Starting at the bottom line, we're going to go and hit the halfway mark, come down like we're going to do a letter I, but we're going to keep on going down and loop it back. Okay, so our key element about a cursive J is this bottom loop. Okay, they both got the bottom loop, and yes, thank you for noticing. I need to put the dot on my J. And let's try one more. Starting at the bottom, swing all the way to the top. Nice loop. Tatiana, oh, thank you so much, Teach. Bottom hook. There we go. And the letter I. We start at the bottom, the letter I, pardon me, the lowercase j. We start at the line, hit the mid mark, come back down, and keep on going and add that little loop at the bottom. All right, that's the best I could do, but you have an entire sheet to practice with, so please practice, 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 and we are going to save that. And the letter K is coming up next. And let's see, where am I? Sorry, I couldn't find my Xbox. And we are going to see you, before we get to the letter K, we will see you in the cuss word of the day and our phoneme boot camp for the sounds that J makes. And you can think ahead about what cuss words start with J. Oh, I can think of one right now. Okay, here we go. I will see you very soon. For watching Badass ABCs by Happiness Homemade for You. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y.